that are being drawn in the public.
PACAIR is clearing the air. Their attorney, Randy Cunliffe.
They're trying to be a business, they're trying to make money, they're trying to produce a very nice, great product that improves the airport.
It was in 2009 the doors were opened for the Guam Integrated Air Cargo Facility. It's a public-private venture between the airport and PACAIR Properties. The private company, which is leasing land from the airport, developed the multi-million-dollar state-of-the-art structure. As reported, however, Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz and Airport Board Chairman Mike Israel are concerned that PACAIR may be subleasing to non-airport related businesses, thereby competing with the private sector, something Israel, a prominent real estate developer, is vehemently opposed to.
First of all, the lease does allow these tenants to come in. If they're quote-unquote non-airport related, and there's a list of those in the back of the lease, like a gas station, you can have a gas station, you can have a restaurant, you can have a snack bar, you know, those are all permitted. But if they're not in that list, then you have to get the permission of the airport. And the airport has given their permission.
In an interview with Israel, he told KUAM that he's learned PACAIR is planning to sublease space to the federal GSA. If that's the case, then several agencies could be moving to Tizen. Some of those very agencies might even be renting from the board chairman's company, for example, ICE, or the U.S. Customs and Immigration Enforcement Office, currently in the Serena Plaza.
I understand Mr. Israel's concerns, and you know, it's unfortunate that he's the chairman of the airport and they're using that forum to talk about his private businesses. You know, I mean, there's obviously a conflict there, you know, and that I'm sure he realizes, and you know, but the situation is such that you know, if people are moving out, I mean, federal agencies have to move out, and no one likes to move. You know, it's a pain to have to upload all your files, all your situation, just, you know, go from one location to another. But if they have to do it, it's certainly not my client's fault that they have to move out of Serena Plaza or wherever other facilities they're leasing.
Meanwhile, attorney Cunliffe also clears the air regarding allegations the company is getting a free pass for 5 years on paying rent and assertions the company isn't paying taxes.
The misstatements that are being made, there isn't a 5-year no payment of rent. The rent is deferred for 5 years, and that was, my recollection, was the requirement of the bank when they loaned the $26 million to build this project. They wanted the client to be able to become financially solvent and sound in this business before, you know, because they want their mortgage paid. And so everybody agreed to that. So starting in the 5th year, which I think is next year, they will have to pay the rent for that year plus part of the back rent. Mm-hmm. So it's not free, you know, it just gets paid in a delayed process. Also, they are paying tax on the buildings. And the lease says if the airport has to pay tax on the land, then they will pay their portion based upon the land that they're leasing. Okay. So, I mean, a lot of the things they're saying are not accurate.